Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today, taking flights in the Airbus A320neo in Finnair colours. On trip from here in Helsinki, Vantaa, then to same up to Oslo, Gardermoen. So, look about a 1 hour and 25 minute-ish flight time today. Towards the evening, nice and relaxed, nice and calm. Weather pretty much clear here at the moment, so all goes to plan. Should be a very, very simple flight indeed. We'll jump the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for our flight today. The A320 aircraft we've flown plenty of times. Whoops. Plenty of times we've flown in the past. An aircraft I'm sure will have no problem with flying today. So turn on the battery, turn on the ADIS. Waited fuel. Well, got the fuel track here now, so we'll set everything up on the tablet shortly. Cruise supply active. Arm the emergency lights. I won't do lights just yet there because I need to turn on the tablet quickly. As I keep on do. That seems to be that for the panel. We do the lights. Yes, give me a second. Again, one day I'll remember to do these. Too bad if it, didn't affect the lights. You click on the panel and it doesn't change things around. Right, so lighting. Strobes automatic, nav lights on. That. No smoking on. Seatbelts will do shortly. Right, IFS complete. Time for the anti-ice. Jump down to the tablet now. The info in brief. Seems to be a little bit, well, tablet seems to quite like it. Map. Helsinki to Oslo. Go to dispatch. Go to flight plan. Course of 5. Cruising altitude. Flights level 380. Cool. So we are departing from Echo Foxtrots Kilo. Echo November. Mike. Flight number today is AY917. IRS, we will align. Course next was 5. Cruising altitude, flights level 380. Page. Pull that from the aircraft. Block fuel. The tablet. And up. So fuel is 6,167. 6167. 6167. We'll. That's about 5 minutes fueling, which is fine. 6.16. 0.2 on the block fuel panel there. Perfect. That's all set up. Jump to the flight plan. Before we do that, let's start the boarding process. The fuel, why are you moving? You should be moving just yet. Very strange. Next, so Helsinki to Oslo, 917, 38,000. Flight time 1 hour 13, put 1:15 on the clock. Departure in approximately 21 minutes. A320neo, 143 people on day. 1-3. We do have Wi-Fi, if I recall correctly. We don't have entertainment. We have got boarding music for Finnair. Got a safety briefing for Finnair. Have got snacks. We don't get a meal service. And with that, let's start the boarding, shall we? Next, we'll do the flight plan. So, putting my waypoints. Not too many for us to do today. Starting off with IVAO. From there, we fly the November 872. Mismatch apparently. Did I get it right? Hang on. November 87. Mismatch, we'll just go without it. Fair enough. So insert that. Flight plan. Add a vote. We fly to Teb. Should be that one. Teb. We fly the November 623. We choose the November waypoints at the moment, so that one works. Fair enough. After that, we fly to Asiba. That is our flight plan complete. Perfect. Insert that. That's fine. Grab the weather printout. So ATIS or contact the local controller and get ourselves clearance out of Helsinki. So let's listen to the ATIS, shall we? That's... I'm sure it'll pop up to the tooltips appear. I'm sure I'll turn that off. I'll check it out later. Listen to that. Print out the weather.
Wind 040 at 5 knots. Temperature 8 degrees Celsius. Visibility 10 kilometers. Dew point -4 degrees Celsius. Wind 040 at 5 knots.
That's information Foxtrots. Let me quickly turn off the where tooltips come under. Experience. Off. Fade damage just sort of stored. What tooltips be? Sure, I've turned that off somewhere. Distance. Pause maybe? Oh, what have we done here? Sure, I turned that off. I'm not a big person as well. I don't need tooltips, so I've got a better sense of how this all works anyway. Data. No. Linear systems. Accessibility perhaps. Oh, there we go, accessibility. Right, that comes off now. Up. Right, so that's all plugged in, that's all fine. That was information Foxtrot. So what we're going to do is tune the Helsinki approach 129850. And let's contact, shall we? Hello there, Helsinki approach. This is Finnair 917 at Helsinki, Vantaa. Information Foxtrot requesting IFR copy to Oslo.
Finnair 917, Helsinki radar. Good evening. Clear to destination Oslo Gardermoen, runway 04 left at IVAO 3 Zulu departure, squawk 2365.
Finnair 917 is cleared to destination Oslo, runway 04 left departure, IVAO 3 Zulu departure, squawking 3265.
Finnair 917, confirm, squawk 2365.
Squawk 2365, Finnair 917.
Finnair 917, clear squawk.
Right, that's all set. That's we'll put 122 display on the standby, so maybe be Unicom after departure today. Well, we've got approach, sorry, online, but after we clear them, then Unicom. Unless, of course, Helsinki Center comes online. Set 04 left departure, IVAO 3 Zulu. That's clear the user points. Need change voice. An issue with my voice. Sounds okay. If there's an issue, then I'll get into account. Let's come on. Off. What's the matter? Fiddly today this. Nav lights fine. The auto is all on. APU we will start. That's all fine. Our performance, so using that's 1 for takeoff. Next temp is 68. V speeds are as follows: 123, 124, and 128. Transition 5,000. Right, that's that. But shortly, well, still boarding. Take us too long, hopefully, to get this all going. IRS is aligning. Yeah, 2 minutes. Because we're so far up north, IRS take a bit longer than usual. Tunnel brights for everything. Have a look around the airport using the upgraded scenery here at Helsinki. Also have got, I should have the freeware Oslo add-on as well. Double check actually if I forgot it or not. A little while ago I deleted a few add-ons and stuff. Not sure if the Oslo scenery was on my purge, but I'll double check it. Yeah, gates. Norwegian at gates, 787. A scenery list as well. For freeware, can't fault it. Absolutely cannot fault it. I'd say, well, being a freeware, much better than the payware option right now in the market. The terminal itself looks very good indeed, that. Yeah, smooth travelling, but oh yeah, even got the buses. Very nice. Okay, so the aircraft's now in pre-flight phase, which means passengers have all boarded. Soon. Go.
Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now
For the most part, well, a few empty seats in the aircraft, a couple of empty rows as well, dotted around. 143 odd. Cabin, any names you recognise, do shout them out. A few surnames I recognise, but not kind of first names, I must say. Hey, Harmalainen being one of the most common surnames here. I had a passage for that surname, I have that as my own database. Right, APU, sorry, RS is aligned, APU is available to the on. That a few seconds back through the aircraft, and then we shall cut the external power. Perfect. Set the FMS up, that's all fine. Flight directors will turn on and on. Altimeter, that was 1030, right?
No, shuttle 1191, ready for pushing start.
That is that.
Shuttle 1191 is great. Very good.
We'll activate the beacon lights, let ground crew that we're ready for our push and starts. Request the push in a second from
ready for push and
tower,
start, no shuttle
and we're going.
No shuttle 1191 Helsinki radar. Pushback and startup approved. Facing
The chat's very not on stream today.
1030.
Just won't be doing too much chat talking today.
Push that through facing southwest, QNH 1030 for no shuttle 1191.
Finnair 917 is ready for push and starts.
Finnair 917. Pushback and startup is approved. Facing northwest. QNH 1030.
Push and start approved facing northwest, QNH 1030 for Finnair 917. Right, let's push back from gate, shall we? I'll say not many viewers on today. I've been a bit inactive recently, but didn't think it'd be that much of a drop, I must admit. Oh well, I guess that does happen from time to time. Right, PushbackZoomer. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
This is Easy 227, good evening. I request an IFR clearance to Oslo.
Easy 227, Helsinki radar, very good evening. Your destination...
Gee, pretty alright Dan. Everyone's at the pub at the moment. Nobody's watching the streams anymore.
IVAO 3 Zulu departure. Squawk 2372.
Right. Ground from flight deck. Brakes released.
All doors closed and off we go.
Gardermoen, departure runway will be 04 left. Departure will be IVAO 3 Zulu. Was that the squawk code for 372?
Easy 227, squawk
Cleared to
372.
start the engines now.
Turn facing north.
Okay, let me turn you to a northern course.
Thank you, Corey. Much
Squawk
appreciated.
2372.
Supporting the channel.
Easy 227. Correct. Clear as correct.
And in normal mode after landing. All other electronic devices, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed for takeoff and landing. Make sure that your armrest is in the down position and the window shade is open. Please raise your seat back to the upright position and stow your table.
And this is easy 227 requesting pushback and start.
Insert the metal end into the buckle like this. Tighten the belt firmly. To open your belt, lift the metal.
Stop pushback.
Fine.
Easy
Tell when the
227.
parking brakes are
Pushback.
set.
Brakes
Startup
set.
approved.
Okay,
Facing
Captain.
southwest.
Pushback pins
Unit
over.
1030.
Now it's your turn.
We recommend
See you again.
your safety belt.
Easy 227, pushback
Right,
and startup
engine
is approved.
two is stabilised, engine one comes on.
And will face southwest.
Safety. We
Check controls.
avoid spending excess time in the aisles and exit areas during the flights.
Check controls.
Posted placards and lighted signs in the cabin.
Hope I'm not going to do it today. I'm sure it's check controls. Let's test.
Are non-smoking.
Test controls.
Aviation law. Smoking is forbidden in the
There we go, that's better. Hope I'll do that for me.
electronic cigarettes.
One I'll focus on, there we go.
Trained to ensure your safety on board. You must always follow the instructions given by the crew.
Flight's 1 hour and 50 minutes, Faramond. 1 hour and 15 minutes. So,
To appear above your head. Grab the
flaps to position 1.
red full flag.
Flaps to
Down
1.
sharply and
Anti-ice on.
the bag may not inflate even though oxygen is
Perfect.
found. Always put your own mask on first, then you may help others. If you are
So,
sent
engine
to business
1
class,
is
your
starting.
life jacket is located in a compartment.
Controls tested. Flaps in position.
In economy class, your life jacket is in a pouch under your seat. Put the jacket over your head.
Very nearly ready
Fasten
to
the
go.
button in front and tighten the strap.
Frame rate. I'm not sure about frame rate today.
Inflate the life jacket.
Feels a bit sluggish. Not quite as smooth as it used to be.
1191 ready for taxi.
Emergency exits.
Hopefully it's not going to be a drag for today's flights. Right,
Circle
engine
11,
1 is stable,
1.
so APU, we will turn it off.
Taxi hold point Zulu Sierra via Zulu.
We will activate, turn off the ignition.
Point out the exits.
Holding point.
We'll now
0,
request the
Zulu for
taxi
Norfolk
instructions
1191.
for Tower. It's not Dream Team SPAL, this is freeware scenery. I'm not touching payware. Helsinki and Microsoft Flight Sim, not very good. Finnair 917 is ready to taxi.
Finnair 917. Taxi holding point Zulu Sierra for your Alpha Delta and Zulu.
May also be found in the safety
The taxi to holding points.
on the safety card before takeoff.
Can you say again, sorry, for Finnair 917?
If you have any questions,
Finnair 917. Taxi holding point Zulu Sierra via Alpha Delta and Zulu.
Taxi holding point Zulu Sierra via Alpha Delta and Zulu for Finnair 917. There we go. Taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on.
Parking brake off.
That's off.
Right, we're going, shall we? PACX don't work. Check your FSUI PC, Chris. Check FSUI PC. I'm using PACX right now. Not a problem. No announcements. TKM. That's going to be PACX. TFDi design PACX. The passenger and crew experience. Not being racist. Interesting. I'll
Note the cabin
Second.
lights begin for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
Finnair 917, hold position. EasyJet A320 pushing in front of you.
holding position. Finnair 917 due to pushing 20. Let them get out of the way first. Not sure where their taxi route's taking them. It's a bit of a wider berth than usual. Okay, that's been approved. Terminal here at Helsinki a bit more. Could you do long haul again? We'll do it at some point, best gamer. I do have a job and I have to work, so depends when I'm not working, basically.
Easy 227 taxi.
Thanks, Raven. Thank you for kind words.
Alpha Delta and Zulu.
Easy 227, taxi into runway 04 via Zulu Sierra, 1.0 Sierra, and Alpha Delta and then Sierra. Zulu, I mean.
Well, while we're hitting it, we may as well do our checklist. So that's cabin check. We will set spoilers into the arm position. So takeoff config test. So that at the very least means our pre-takeoff checklist is now complete. What that's left for me to do is to well, do the cabin call out. The airplane off. Yeah, it's lost it, seems. Unreal Weather is the freeware one, Pavel. Yeah, Unreal Weather is free.
Can you just put in facts, please?
Easy 227. Standby North Shuttle 1191 via Zulu Sierra, crossing runway 04 right. And taxi via Sierra.
Via Zulu Sierra,
cross I think.
04 right, and then taxi into Sierra for North Shuttle 1191.
LUN, how you doing, man? Welcome back. Hope you're keeping well.
Able to depart from runway 04 left intersection Whiskey Sierra.
Right, let's carry on taxi, shall we?
Yeah, that should be fine for us.
Shuttle 11 Araban Roger. Shuttle 11 Araban, taxi to Hotpot Whiskey Sierra.
Taxi into Hotpot Whiskey Sierra for North Shuttle 1191.
Oh no, I'm not calm down at all, do you? You're being very disruptive today. Well, like I say, everyone's being as disruptive as they are, and I'm basically just ignoring chat today. Welcome Chris, how are you doing? Welcome to chat, how are you today? How are you doing? EasyJet seems to have disconnected.
Shuttle 1 wind 040
degree to carrying our taxi.
Runway 04 left. Clear for takeoff.
Clear for left, clear for takeoff for North Shuttle 1191.
Comes Zulu Sierra, sorry. Hold position here. Delta, that's... We'll hold. Santi to Delta, that's to be fair, I don't really see Zulu Sierra. Ah, there it is.
Finnair 917 Helsinki.
Yep, I know it's coming. Yep, Finnair 917. Realise we're now at Zulu Delta. Finnair 917.
Finnair 917 Roger. Via Zulu across runway 04 right, taxi via Delta and west.
Cross 04 right and Delta Whiskey for Finnair 917. Yeah, basically what's happened there is, well, This is Zulu Sierra.
7, advise if able to depart from runway 04 left, intersection Whiskey Sierra.
Whiskey Sierra. A Yankee. Hang on, Whiskey Delta. Below. A firm, we can do Whiskey Sierra for Finnair 917. Don't have much fuel on us today, so we can do it.
7. Taxi to holding point Whiskey Sierra via Delta and Whiskey.
Holding points Whiskey Sierra via Delta Whiskey for Finnair 917. Well, light aircraft today, so we should be alright to just take off. Which is CIJ is worth it. It's not a large price tag at all, Klopp. For a high quality aircraft, the price of the CIJ is actually pretty cheap. They are departing 787. Norwegian. Not sure about the camera bug in the CIJ. It's not something I've come across yet personally myself. Look now for his constant spam about the 787. I'll ask. Well, the more annoying it gets, and therefore get muted. Shame. Oh well.
Shuttle 1191, airborne passing 2000.
Shuttle 1191, Helsinki radar, radar contact, climb to flight level 280.
And flight level 280, this is Shuttle 1191.
To be fair, the rate the chat's going right now, I'll probably try and cancel the stream if I was going to be really disrespectful today. On my own. But again, Microsoft Flights, you don't have to be rich to afford it. One-off payment, you pay it once, and you get it. And for what you're getting out of it, Microsoft Flight Sim, definitely the prettiest out of flight sims, well, of all the flight sims at the moment. I'd say definitely worth a punt. Keep up with the times. Yes, I'll definitely revisit and explain at some point, Sloth, absolutely. Platform I've still got a lot of enjoyment for, and so it's something I'll definitely be doing more of in the future. Oh, goodbye to you, as you're one who doesn't really care about the channel. Do you think... I mean, it really depends on what you want in our flight sim, Potato. X-Plane's good for flight dynamics and right now aircraft functionality. Microsoft Flight Sim, the functionality is growing, of course, but visually, definitely the head above shoulder, better looking sim. It really depends on what you're looking to get out of a flight simulator. If I can reset at this point. What do you want in a flight sim? Just the visuals? A bit of the action as well. Almost there now. A little bit behind schedule on departure. Oh, we're almost there. The Lima is on our right. The next one will be Whiskey Sierra. I'll take points. Subscribe flights last time every month. I advertise on Discord. Right, let's make right, enter Whiskey Sierra, and prepare ourselves for departure. Cabin crew, please be prepared for departure. Seats for departure.
Finnair 917, wind 020 degrees, 7 knots, clear takeoff runway 04 left.
Clear for takeoff, Finnair 917, thank you very much. Landing lights on.
Landing lights on.
Right, we'll activate the Honda. I will now be able to spot their radar, send to the runway, and let's get out of it. Up 40. Stable. Flex. Knots. Knots. V1 rotates. Positive right, gear up. Left hand's turn now. Our flight, of course. Nice and simple left turn. We'll click on your autopilot and then the aircraft will work for us. Up. Autopilot on.
That's affirmative.
The throttle back to climb position.
No shuttle 1101, even my airspace frequency change approved. Good night.
Frequency change approved for North Shuttle 1191. Cheers. Good night.
Finnair 917 is airborne, passing 3,500.
Finnair 917, radar contact flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Finnair 917. Set altitude 280. Set altitude, flights level 280. Go. Now continue to climb to 5,000. As always, controls our speed as well as our altitude and our heading. 10,000, then let's come off. Sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of our flights. ETA for Oslo, just over an hour now, 1 hour 6 or so minutes. Flying towards the sunset, should be a very pretty flight indeed. Let's up some backlighting since it's getting a little bit dark right now on the outside. Therefore, as next the aircraft is lighting a bit on the glare shield. Don't have to go for flood lighting just yet. We'll go for the integrated lighting, just get a little bit brightness up. As always, a bit more visual, life easier. Overhead, that comes on. There we go, much better, much more clear. No plans for a long haul at the moment. No plans for long haul. Yes, lots of strong reports, strong indication that flight is on a return. Looks like I've got a bit of fleet going on as well on Q400s.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be
Off through 10,000, landing lights come off.
You will offer complimentary in-flight TV.
No differential ice, we'll turn it off as well. And based on our heading climb performance, I think there's no shift seatbelt sign. That also can come off. So passengers get their freedoms back to our cruise.
The flight
Textbook stuff, that's textbook stuff. Is Ryanair really that bad? No, absolutely not, Potato. It's just well, a very long overused meme. That's Ryanair. I never had a problem with them. Never had a problem. Passing through 12,000 now, flight level 120. I'll climb out. Of course, Finnish lakes, very, very pretty. Very good departure out today. Yes, slight fan, I will be using the PMT 737. Why wouldn't I? That'd be a dumb question. Well, dumb thing for me not to do. When that comes out.
Yes, great. Good reading. Collect the destination. Oslo, Gardermoen. Runway 04 left. At IVAO 3 Zulu. Departure. Squawk 2361.
Nope, never a problem with EasyJet either. There's no airline I've had a problem with. Ryanair's by far the cheapest. I'd say Alitalia or Olympic are by far the most luxurious of the airlines I've flown. But yeah, no problem with any airlines at the moment. Ryanair certainly very decent going airline. Is understanding easier? Yes, Cyan. So ILS used to guide yourself towards the runway. It's an instrument landing system that guides you towards the runway. It helps with your approaches. Autoland is the easiest because you get the aircraft landed for you every step of the way. But ILS, very, very simple, not particularly difficult to set up. This is the dev version, Salmi. This is the dev version of TF2NX right now. So this is the standalone, not part of the A320. Equally works as well. I do like the A320neo again. It's fantastic, fantastic community project. The guys behind it have done a very fun job with working. Nope, never done an average yet before. I don't think of any commercial airline that really operates them anymore these days. This is the default 320 livery, Josh Helmy, for the A320neo. Just the default 320 one I've ported across to the new A320neo. Next CRJ flight, I'm thinking of doing one tomorrow at alright, so I'm not sure where, probably in the US. I think tomorrow we'll be doing a CRJ flight next. Definitely on the list of things I want to do at some point soon, so yes, definitely on the way. Your best was ANA. Wants to leave from Tokyo. Ooh, very nice, bus driver. Very nice. That's I'm still yet to do the long haul experience. I should have done that last year to New York. But got cancelled because of COVID, as well as my 747 got cancelled, and subsequently retired British Airways. But I'm sure my long haul experience is on the way. So that's something that I am waiting for soon. Chair's pretty good. Right to Raven. Chair's pretty good. No problems with it. Very, very comfy. What's new at the A320neo? So, what's new? It's now standalone. So instead of being part of the default A320, it's now a separate aeroplane that has its own separate things coming in the future. So, in terms of the modelling is the same, but now that it's standalone, it gives the flyby team a bit more freedom in regards to what they can and can't touch. Also, no more compatibility issues with the A320 and A321 and A330. My tablet's dead. That's completely gone.
1, 2, 5.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't need it anymore, so it's not really a big loss. But it's a shame that my tablet's gone and died on me. I forgot to charge it or something. Have a look at the map, shall we? So in terms of the flights to Oslo today, there's 3 of us doing this. Inbound 2, so there's actually 3, yes. We've got Norwegian 1191. We've got an aircraft force coming in between us as well. We've got Finnair, it's myself, so Finnair 917. We've got a Lufthansa from Porto, and then we've got another Lufthansa from Helsinki. Interested who you are from Berlin. You are... Oh, it's a cargo, Aerologic. An Aerologic 77 Lima. 77200s. Cargo plane landing between me and another Helsinki departure. So that, good to look at, extra traffic on the way. I don't know, we may get a controller, we may end up doing some Unicom. We'll just wait and see. In Greece, I flew to Limnos. Went to Limnos in Greece. Reaching flight level 280 now. It clears to 380 very, very soon. But fair, we have left the airspace now, so we'll go over to Unicom. First from Unicom. Set altitude, flights level 380. Go. That's, whoops. I'll climb. Yeah, still in love with the simulator. Absolutely still in love with the Finnish landscape. Beautiful platform, beautiful parts of the world that I to this day still absolutely adore. No plan Aer Lingus. Any route that they operate, at least within Europe, right now operates for half the price. And then for international flights, well, it'd have to be pretty cheap for me to go via Dublin to, for example, get to New York. But if I'm going to New York now, I'll go via Frankfurt instead, so I can fly the Lufthansa 747, which is... Would I fly an extra 4 hours to go fly the 747? Yes, I would, so that would be my plan for the future. Ooh, very nice Raven. So, my job's PE teacher, primary level or secondary level? Which level are you working at? Into a gliding course. Very nice. Very, very nice. Do enjoy it, dude. Do enjoy it. I would say I always preferred primary school PE, I think, secondary school. Then again, secondary school is basically just football every week, so... benefits to both sides, I guess. Yes, in between went to Crete. Got a few fun facts about in-betweeners, which I won't be saying on stream, that's for sure. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, ADR. You are welcome to leave if you don't enjoy it still. About the which I've heard the projects of this flyer. I've heard about the Embryo. I've not seen it yet, so I can't really give much about it, I'd say. Passing over the Kimita Archipelago, which is Swedish speaking country, yes. There's Mariehamn, I know, is out there, which is part of Finland, but majority Swedish speaking. If I'm honest with you, Euroblock Clark, I've not actually been through the French scenery yet. I've not really looked at it closely. Mixture age groups when you work with your 11. Not bad at all. Do you consider yourself pilots? No, I don't. Do DHL still operate 747? No, they do not. Yep, we've got Norway just up ahead. No, Sweden up ahead. Sweden first, Norway's a bit further on, just over the horizon. Flight plan does take us right over Stockholm. We do make the crossing over to Oslo. A flight plan on Volanta, give you guys an idea of what we're looking at right now. So, continue our heading, and we kind of go in between Stockholm and the airports at Arlanda. So we'll spot both, spot the capital, spot the airport. Do we go over... no we won't we? Yeah. Norrköping is where I went to... Norrköping? No, it was Nyköping, sorry. Where's Nyköping? Linköping, Norrköping... Nyköping, there we go. Yeah, so this one's Skavsta. And I went to Oslo... Sorry, when I went to Stockholm a couple of years ago, went into Skavsta, took the train. But next time I'll probably take the bus instead, because bus is more frequent and also same amount of time, so get more time to the capital. It's a good trip that, although I have to make a return to Stockholm, as that was the very first place I went to alone. Well, Finland was the very first place I went alone. Stockholm was second. It was my first kind of weekend trip, kind of practice how it all works. Stuff I do very much enjoy these days, apart from COVID. Yeah, so Stockholm, a place I will definitely be returning to at some point in the not too distant future, I hope. Things they've said at today's stream in terms of chats. Yeah, the chat's been a bit of a flop, so like I say, I'm kind of ignoring chats there, if I'm honest with you. Not sure what's going on today. Oh yeah, the CRJ's... Sorry, the A320 is much easier configured than the CRJ Adorites. Especially in regards to the fact that the A320 has auto throttle, the ERJ does not. CRJ have to do everything manually. Yes, the A320 is a much easier plane to control. Fleet Nook on your own, met a friend there though. Not bad at all. Warrior pub's over 2 months, gosh. Not sure where you are then. Hey, now pub's been open for us until, well, about a week ago now. Like I said, probably why my views have dropped so... Well, 2 reasons why my views have dropped so much. 1, the chat being horrible, and 2, the fact that pubs are all open. Okay. Fair enough, that's why. Given that, well, you guys have always been one of the, well, lowest tier levels. Therefore, much easier to control. Nobody inbound, nobody outbound. Have we reached cruising yet? We're not. Just about to, actually. Just about to. Flight 380. Once we're at cruise, we should take our first snack service through the cabin. First few meals in the aeroplane, and then kind of sit back and relax, I guess. And not too bad, Tom. Not too bad. So far, so good. How are you doing? While as speed increases, altitude increases, for example, you start your ascent at 300 knots, like Mach 0.6, increase you. That's because the air is thinner, Marco, and therefore there's less resistance. Also, being further away from the ground, you can travel at basically the same power output, travel at higher speed. Like for example, on a rocket, it accelerates and accelerates and accelerates because with thinner air, less resistance, not as much to slow you down. Also, while there's an altitude limit, because there's no air going, less air going through the engines, it's not capable of keeping it at higher altitude. Less resistance, but also limits altitude. Oh, is that you, Merg? Okay, well thanks for letting me know that. I'll mute that account as well. Not too bad, West Ham. Lions fan, not too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. You're keeping well. Well, both my parents have released their first vaccines now. Both are on the AstraZeneca. I will definitely take mine, but I'm not quite yet ready to receive mine. I'll be getting mine later on. Probably the Moderna vaccine at the moment. Download OpenVVE, not played it in years. It's still a good little platform, OpenVVE. Have you got the mobile one? It's called HMSIM. There's 2. There's HMSIM and HMSIM 2, which is like 90p or something like that. Basically, it's it's BVE, BVE4, but for mobile. And so actually I've been doing that quite a bit during my work lunch breaks. Open up BVE route and drive on that. Yes, potato, I'm a Chelsea fan. Had a good win earlier today. 1-0 City. Definitely, well, coming for the final, I guess. We're taking it to Oslo today, Arnas. Helsinki to Oslo. Gosh, hiccup. Full Sex Lane 12. When it comes here, Travelographer, we'll play it, absolutely. I think X Lane 12, because again, X Lane's always been very good for flight dynamics and systems. TFDi actually historically was good for systems, but right now at current levels, Microsoft Flight Sim versus X-Plane's in top of that. But they'd have to improve the graphics a lot for people to use it. I mean, of course, it'll be the better flying sim, better feeling, but the graphics definitely will be a big hitching point for that one. I'm not quite sure what the date is for the final, Sloth. I'm not quite sure what the date the final is. Not sure about the sound issue, Kermis. You'd have to speak to the developers for that one. Have you played Train Drive ATS? No, I have not. Doesn't sound particularly interesting either. Why am I taking it? Arsanas. Well, if it reduces my chance of being hospitalised, my freedom's back, then yeah, absolutely. I watch F1 races. I don't really care about the leaderboards and the teams and basically much about the drivers either. I just watch it for the races basically. Haven't really focused on any driver since the first Robert Kubica days. Second time came back, not as good, but the original Robert Kubica days definitely worth shouts. Nope, not played RFS. I'm not a massive mobile flight sim person. I have got infinite flights. That's about it really. Oh, it really depends, flight fan. Don't get your vaccine passports, you'll be stuck at home a bit longer. No holiday, no travel. Your problem, not mine, I'm afraid. I'm not sure about the ILS yet, Run Jack. We'll have a look at that later during our descent today into Oslo. Fairly sure it'll be working alright. A few people have said that they've had issues with it when it actually works fine. But we'll see. Time will tell when they are approaching to Oslo today. Soon be leaving all the Finnish islands. We now see Sweden up ahead. Stockholm also just up ahead as well. Plan doing Helsinki Stockholm? Not yet, Theodore, given that we're doing Helsinki Oslo today. Being very similar flights, very similar routes. We're using the dev version of the A320neo, Simba. Dev version of the A320neo aircraft I'll be using, well, I've been using for a long while now. There's no 777 in Microsoft Flight Sim, Andrew, so I'm afraid the answer is no for that. Just about a third away into flight as well now. You can see the well, destination now on the end of R&D there. Coast distance 298 miles to go. Expecting runway 01 left, Oslo, by the Asiba for Lima arrival. Get that ready to plug in later. 04 left, interesting. Normally it's the right hand side of the runway they use. So is one of the runways at Oslo closed? I'll have to double check that. If it is, we'll go for the right. I'm fairly sure one of the... Well, it was closed, but I think it reopened since, actually. I'll double check. I'll check the real life airport ATIS info. Any note hands on that. And I guess next. So we're now leaving Finnish airspace, now over Stockholm. 2 aircraft down below actually, let's have a look. So there's the aircraft also flying to Oslo now, there's Norwegian 191. Stockholm Island, they've got an aircraft on the ground, KLM, coming in, well just came in from, we're going to Dublin even, so departing shortly. Up on approach you've got a Glasgow bound, a couple of Glasgow bound aircraft, sorry, couple of Glasgow bound aircrafts. One of them... Is it a World Tour, perhaps? There we go. Helsinki Business Jet Tour 2021. So it's a Greek Business Jet Tour. Well, 321, 19. That's the Learjet. That's the Learjet. You've got one Business Jet, I guess. And then you've got a Cessna thing as well. Welcome, Cami Calmentis, how you doing? Welcome to Champs Chats. Flying from JFK to Miami in a 172. Gosh, do enjoy it. Quite a long flight that. How many hours have you got on your flight plan? How many hours have you calculated that to? Is CIJ worth it? Yes, Flight Sim. I do enjoy the CIJ. It's a very good aircraft. I'll now be flying again tomorrow on the stream. Good aircraft, a lot of fun. Definitely one I'd recommend. Can we do another Christmas light with snow? Maybe during Christmas, quite a Raven. Maybe during Christmas. So 9 hour flight, you got redirected to about 11. Gosh. You on ATC or are you doing it defaults? If you're on IVAO, I'll have a look at you on the map, I guess. Have a look. Apologise. That's him, fair enough. So, to our right, should now spot Mariehamn. Okay, down below. Finnish island, Swedish speaking. So the last bit of Finland now, you cross into the border to our left, so placing our ships the islands. To our left, there is Stockholm, capital of Sweden. And, well, Arlanda should be around there somewhere. I've already commented on the Max Club. Sure, you'll want to ask me a question as well before. I'm not going to say it again. Oh right, going about vaccines now. Nope, vaccine not got back to me yet. So like I say, I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to drop it now. I'm going to minimise my chat window now because I'm not going to answer any more questions this year, I don't think. You guys are completely the rails. He's got the sunset to enjoy. One thing that's not going to fail on me today. So, welcome in a minute to Sweden. About 45 minutes across this bit now. 45 minutes to Sweden. Then that's what I've sent over Norway. Okay, for those of you who are on TikTok, I'm not. Those who follow the Matt Streets account, who was last say, I've been making up moves on that. The Volunteer Railway on that's started again on Monday. So yesterday, today and tomorrow, a bit of railway work. That, so always enjoyable, always enjoyed doing the railway volunteering. Something that's very glad to have back now. So this weekend, I think it's like 3 or so weeks, so I'll be back there again for my next shift, so just see how it all goes. Your board and AC's killing you, AC can't oh gosh. Well, hopefully you get there soon. Well, you won't get there soon, but hopefully you don't suffer too much on the trip down. You could definitely be, well, it depends really how many more diversions you get, really. If one diversion adds 2 hours to your flight plan, probably later on, may also not be equally as kind. 9 hour trip comes 11, your 11 comes 15, 24 hours fly from New York to Miami. So, Swedish airspace, there's no controller yet over Sweden, none over Norway either, so there's a good chance we will be using Unicom for the arrival, which is fine, it's not a massive problem. Look at the inbounds, we are still expected to have a bit of traffic around us. Nothing too much, basically it's 3 aircraft in 10 minutes. See them, we'll communicate with them, but we don't have too much of an issue. Welcome Colin, how you doing? Welcome Channel to Chat. Welcome Morgan, how you doing? Welcome Channel to Chat. Yes, the A380, very, very excited for that. As soon as that comes out, we're doing long haul flights from London to South Africa. Flying to Johannesburg, I think, for the first flights. Heathrow to Johannesburg. Let's say Helsinki again, sorry. Heathrow, Johannesburg. And the British Airways 380. Dev version does not, Sinvar. Dev version does not have auto land in the A320neo. I probably will go to experimental actually at some point. I do know the flood nights and that also feel a lot better as well. The only reason I went back to dev version was because of the A321 and A330 compatibility. Since this is now standalone, I could easily jump to experimental without any issue with the aircraft. So it's a good shout there actually. I'll probably do the what's it called? Probably do the experimental version at some point soon. Welcome, Northern Railway, how you doing? Welcome to Chats. Morgan, yeah, it has been a while. How are you doing? Welcome back. Dubai, Flyby A380, yes. Yep, another aircraft airline I'm sure will definitely get used out of that. Emirates. Etihad, I don't think Etihad is using theirs anymore. Etihad has since retired them. Abandoned the fleet, and they've since removed it from the websites. How until top of descents? Soon-ish. Soonish. Well, let's plug in our arrival. Let's have a look. Calculation, shall we? So we are runway 01 left, Seagull 4 Lima. -1 left. Seagull 4 Lima, perfect. So that's all plugged in. No wires. Map. If I'm lucky, I'll probably do either mode directs to INSUV based on the traffic around us, but that's an alright approach. I can for that. Insert IDA map.
Close it.
Hang on. Display map. Display map.
Display it.
Oh no, okay, that's fine. So that's a bit of like a weird loop there a second ago, but no, that's fine. IDA map. Okay, I was working for us a moment. Yeah, so that's all fine, that's all plugged in. We'll put an updated weather sheet, I think, just get all the information for that correct. Weather request send. Not sure about the the 38 A380neo, yeah, no release date for the A380 yet, no release dates yet for that. Right. Received. Yeah, no received yet for 3080, still waiting for that one. Like a lot of people, still somewhere in the queue, still somewhere waiting to arrive. Hopefully it won't be too long now, but given that my position's like 225, that was yesterday's update, so 225 on the queue. Got a long way to go, I'm afraid. QNH is 1030. Temperature is 5 degrees centigrade, dew point -2. Winds 3603. Benefit of now flying in the summer, we just get closer to summer, that, well, the weather is much better, not quite as cloudy and windy as it used to be before. Flying conditions become much better. Also days are a bit longer. Sunsets to fly in. There's Stockholm somewhere down there, capital of Sweden. On the left, just got the airports. In fact, there it is. Stockholm, Arlanda. Aircraft on the ground there, very nice. Day's been pretty good, Morgan. So far so good today. Going through my driver training at Volanta Railway, so got my first couple of trips down on that. Oh yeah, the A380 will definitely come back, Travelographer. British Airways will 100% be returning theirs. But they still got like 2 on order, don't they? Yeah, British Airways and Airline, that will definitely be bringing them back, as they'll take over the former 747 route, bar New York. Well, bar all America routes, to be fair. America don't really get A380s due to their capacity limitations. Yeah, any irrelevant conversations I will just mute at this point. I'm now bored of you guys messing around. The chair's good, Amaral. Chair's very, very good. I do really like it. Not sure, Leif. I'm using the development version right now, not experimental, A320neo. So, I'm not using it at the moment, therefore I can't really give you an answer, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, I play other games all the time, Juicy Orange. I do enjoy some Arma 3. I do play a few other non-kind of well-known games. Do a bit of well, I'm more of a PES person myself, but I do play a bit of PES. Yeah, I do other games outside of YouTube. Main YouTube stuff is simming. Yes, we will be live streaming tomorrow. Well, it depends how bad chat gets, really. I'll cancel it if you guys are being desperately annoying. Flying, we've been airborne for about an hour or so now. Well, just under an hour. 34 minutes to expected arrival. This is broken, so I can't really do our calculator for that. So I'll just do it the old way. So 380, so what is it going to be? 369, 8, 16, 24, 114 miles, Sensei, 114 miles. Welcome Jason, how you doing? Welcome to Champs Chat, how are you today? Oof, oh my god, see, that's no good, Kendall. That's no good. It's a crime here in UK, I'm afraid. Be executed for your crime against British humanity. Look at the new AMD spec stuff for Northern Railway. Intel, they're not really the top process people they used to be anymore. Look at AMD 5000 series card. Not too bad, Daniel. Not too bad. So far, so good. For kicking about. But tomorrow, it'll be in the US. It'll be in CRJ tomorrow. Might be a long flight because I've got to wake up at 3 in the morning on Monday, so that's enjoyable. But yeah, it will be a US shortish CRJ flight. Hopefully that'll be done quite quickly-ish. Forza needs to be not really. Up, not really. So, the airport's about to appear on the top R&D there. I'm likely going to use that idle mode direct jump I've got in the back of my mind. As soon as the airport's about 120-ish miles from the airport, we'll start our descents. Initially down to the intercepts, can we? Intercepts is going to be at an altitude of 3,500. Work our way around through that. Yeah, Bergen can be a bit of a challenge to land at, Calmy. It's an airport I will definitely do a flight to at some point in the future, but it can be a bit of a challenging arrival. Definitely the winds. Flight to Oslo, are you at the moment, Daniel? Are you on IVAO? If you are, I've got you on the radar. Flight level 5BO, we're at flight level 380, 38,000 feet right now. 38,000 feet. So times that by 3, 240. Sorry, 2,400 divided by 10. Sorry. Yeah, 2,400 divided by 10, 240. 140, sorry, gosh, my math's terrible. 1,140 divided by 10, 114. That's our top of cents, miles. Oh, you're not in front, Daniel? Aha, okay. Yeah, you're Norwegian, aren't you? You're the Norwegian 787. That makes sense. You're about midway through your Sweden crossing. What was your flight plan? Did you have a flight plan? Because it looks like you just... yeah, you had one waypoint and then you just kind of find direct what your routing was, but hey. Into Bolang at some point from Shannon. Private, okay, that. Alpha Bravo, Alpha Bravo. Get our Unicom set up for descent. So arrival, runway 01 left. The start is going to be the Harbour for Lima. Rachel with the ILS inbound from the east. frequencies, so that's on set. It's flight plan database, yes. Echo November Golf Mike. The ILS we need is going to be 110.3 for the 01 left, 03. I'll plug that in. Perfect. Of course, doesn't work. Definitely needs for us to input that. Train Sim World 2, Morgan, doing on that on Thursday, I think. We'll do Thursday Train Sim World. Whoops. On mornings or late? I'm on mornings, yes. Oh, are you the Norwegian Dan? Okay. So who's the other one then? I only saw the cargo one from earlier. That may actually be you, I must say. And it's the only other one I can really say. Yeah, you're the box one, aren't you? Berlin. It's either that or the Norwegian. And Dan's claiming Norwegian. You're the Swede. Okay. Yes, I've got Discord. If you want to wish, it's part of the description. And it's YouTube. All this Discord linked in the description. 30 gigs of RAM. Depends really what you use it for, Travelographer. I mean, in my case, I'm streaming as well as Flight Sim. I count as a requirement. But if you don't stream, don't use heavy mods, then 16 gigs you should get away with without too many problems. Only because I'm running things a bit heavy right now, especially with streams, like I say. Yeah, extra RAM, kind of worthwhile. My biggest bottleneck right now is my CPU, but that I'll probably actually prioritise at some point soon. Again, need to turn down to 3,500 at the top percent very, very soon. How do you need to finish? Well, you've got your estimated time at the top, expected time at the bottom there, so I can imagine, well, make a pretty good guess out of that information. 30 minutes or so until touchdown. Oh yeah, it is absolutely stunning, this. Scenery wise. The best in the world, this. I mean, I've been fortunate to travel, well, I've travelled around Sweden, well, I've been to Stockholm once, can't really say I've travelled around Sweden, can I? I have been around Finland, I've been to Lappeenranta, I've been around Helsinki, next trip we'll be up to Tampere, so Finland I have done a little bit of travelling around. Oslo and surrounding regions I've done. Up Kragstotten is a beautiful, beautiful place, as well as the Old Olympics Park, Winter Olympic Park. So I've done a few trips north. Done a walk through Copenhagen before. Iceland's tick off now. Just need to tick off Iceland. Top percent in about 5 minutes or so. Best spots on 747, probably the Salty Sim 747, yes, ribs. Salty Simulation 747, probably the best one for that aircraft at the moment. Well, good luck with that, Klopp. See if that trip even still happens. Nope, I'll not fly the A318, given that it's on well, the MSFS.com websites. I find it very, very vicious. Running through an antivirus. Hang on, let's have a look. MSFS.com. What's it called? Virus is only for files, is it? It does URLs. And some of the, let's say, some of the MSF ads websites do come across a bit suspicious. Let me try and find it. MSFS add-ons A318. Yeah, because there was also the one that gave the Airbus stuff, which was horribly delicious. I would not recommend that one at all. Why is that? Whoops. That's this one off, then. More genuine, I guess. I don't know, there are a few websites I don't trust. If it was one place not two, then perhaps I would. Anything else? Flightsum.com I'd trust. There are a few websites out there which I probably wouldn't trust as much. Norton LifeLock goes crazy. Interesting. There you go. Norton LifeLock. Norton, pretty good company for antivirus. Any good free mods? The A321 from Megapack and the A330 from Megapack. A321, A330, both good freeware mods. Set altitude 3,500.
That's affirmative.
Right, let's start our descent, shall we? And that's our top of descent. And that, yep, that's it as well. I've not actually used that one yet. I've not used it, so I'll have to check. There's also, for example, the A320neo. There's the CJ4, working title CJ4. Sorry, Sim 747, like I say. And also the 787 is a DXH now, because the XE is now broken, so DXH is the new one. So there are a few things out there for us to check out. DXH is probably my next big one to showcase at some point in the hopefully not too long future. Also, there's the new, well, I don't know if it'll be kind of like a default freeware or not, but didn't Microsoft announce the ATRs 42 and 72 with Aerosofts? I mean, the way they presented it looks like it may be a default freeware aeroplane. I don't know. I'm kind of, is it freeware? Is it payware? I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But very excited about that one. Microsoft, well, it exists, JS Ribs. It's called IVAO. I was using it for my departure today at Helsinki. Also use it for virtually all my flights. But it's called IVAO. I do use one. I have been to Oslo twice, Diego. Have been to Oslo twice. Got 400 miles to go. 2 hours left. Gosh, wow, you haven't been going at all day, haven't you, dude? So hopefully you haven't got too many more diversions ahead of you. Points on. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that, E-Jets family. There's so many projects right now. I have lost track of them all. I have now lost track, but definitely stuff for me to look out for. Planes that I'm sure will be a lot of fun to fly with once they see the light of day. Roof level 320, 32,000 feet. How's Oslo? I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. If you ever get to Oslo, spend some time around the surrounding areas as well. Take the Metro Line 1 up to Kagstotton. Short walk. Fantastic views. Welcome Mate from Park, how are you doing? Welcome to chat. How are you today? There's no 340s yet. Game up. No 340s yet. Right, let's have a look at this website on this. That one kind of fits, so trust you enough to scan a few files for me. The best website in the world, this, but it does alright, I guess. Okay. Ooh, then rate's a bit heavy. Passengers aren't complaining, then continue with it, but a bit excessive. Gosh, just a bit excessive. The bits. My satisfaction only drops down to 89% for that. Nosedive. Overspeed, gosh, yeah, we really have hit the ball, haven't we? And could I go down even more? Gosh. I think that was just natural voice, Sir Diego. Finnish people, you know they're the happiest place in the world. Landing gear does help, yes. We're slowing down now, at the very least. I'm not quite sure why the aircraft gave us such a steep descent profile. Definitely not normal. Still got 80 miles to go. We're at 17,000. Gosh. Flying power, I guess. Yeah, it's still got a heavy descent rate. I think do it manually at this point on. So 23 sets. Set you rates of around 1,500 for now. 1,400. Volanta 2, tracking our descents. There you go. This is a strong descent rate, that. Dropping like a brick. Well, on the bright side, doesn't mean my Direct 2 plan may probably work out pretty well. That needs to do this excess. Manual speed, I've not had that one before. Interesting. I'll put it back to automatic. Hopefully now I should hold it. No need for a vector, not at all. Vector, no need today. Cabin ETA, there's 2 ETAs on screen for you, LDK still with me. There are 2 ETAs on screen for you to check. One shows a landing of 21:39 Zulu, the other one, next arrival, 16 minutes and 17 seconds. I'll accelerate even further now, 1,000 feet per minute. Plenty of time up ahead. Over Sweden, very shortly cross the border into Norway. That'll be at the Seaboy point, so 1 minute left hand turn in about, what, 20 miles? 20 miles will be in Norway. Yes, Scandinavia, it is very, very beautiful. The Nordic regions, probably some of my favourites in the world. The regions, absolutely adore this part. Yeah, FlightControlReplay up and running. Get ready for the replay for landing. I'll record that in a couple of minutes. Set speed 300. Set speed 300.
That's done.
398? Set speed 300. Copilot mod's completely broken at the moment. Might even... Not sure. It was in the correct place. It just kind of glitched numbers. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Yes, I am playing it in Navgraph at some point. Moment though. Still doing alright without it. Just about. It's definitely going to come here at some point, Navgraph. One day soon. Drawyah using the dev version. Bjorn using the dev version. Quite easily, Slary. And that flight sim update's causing issues with FPS. Just take and carry on. What cockpit seat thing are you referring to, Robbie? I'm not quite sure what I mean by that. Cockpit seat thing. So, one aircraft now established onto the ILS at Stockholm. Two of them, actually. Stockholm? Yeah, Stockholm. Stockholm, Arlanda. Continuing our descent, we're about to drop through 10,000. We need to slow the airplane down now, below 250. Set speed 250 knots.
Effort.
6.2, close enough, I guess. This is IVAO, Henak, this is IVAO. I'm sure you've had the question before. Oh, yes, yes. Landing lights on.
Landing lights on.
You live in Vantaa, do you? I've got a friend who lives out in Tigrilla, next door.
We have begun our final descent to Oslo. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any track one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the back pocket or under.
Right, so I'm going to set a direct 2 point now.
All Wi-Fi related.
So we're going to go from IDEMO straight to INSUV. We're low enough, we're slow enough. That quite easily. INSUV is our next point. Injury hit that. Right in. Yes, Leaf, I am using Warthog throttles. What do you think I'm using? Things slowly return in the UK. They are, Diego, yes. Slowly but surely, life will eventually resume. It's the landing system for both. The altimeter is 1030 again. Change that. Landing in about 10 minutes or so. Slowly but surely, we are making that. 40 odd miles till landing. On my map, I've got that in the chat comments. Mac. Oh yeah, I don't plan to fly this summer. I don't plan to fly anywhere this summer. This is not the right year for that, I don't think. On directs to INSUV now. We will return back to managed everything, so set you, set you. So, thing again, there you go, 3,500. I just answered that question, officer. Pay attention. Flying from Echo Delta Tango, Teagle, you're flying from Wolf. Teagle to Gardermoen. It could be see on the ground. Wolf, what's your call sign? I'll look at the inbounds right now. There's an aircraft inbound from Helsinki, that's NAX 1191. There's the cargo one box coming in from Berlin Brandenburg. Good chance of that. There is a good chance of that. May swell aircraft in real life, you're off to Helsinki. Very good. What's our speed? 275 knots. Why have you sped up again? That's horrible. Okay, I'm giving up on the aircraft's speed now because it's, well, speeding up. At the time it really shouldn't have done that. I probably will switch to experimental mode tonight because the dev version is a bit shaky. I'm going to guess that's down to the defaults side of things rather than the A320neo side of things. ILS should work. Carifis. This should work without any problems. Next is the localizer. There we go, 25 miles. Way to find out, so let's do it. Nope. Well, very, very few clouds. Weather as reported is... Hang on, what's our altitude right now? Altitude is 1,700. Maybe we should turn the rate slightly. We've got a little while to go. Yeah, so clouds visibility okay. 3 knot winds, 360 headings, yeah. Very, very calm. Nothing for us to worry about. Come on, flight sim. Frozen. Yeah, it's back again. Mission, well, it's at 5,000 now, so we'll change now. 1030 sets. That's the altitude bug, I believe. By time now, I think. Hopefully it's not the same bug as I had earlier in the week. There's one bug earlier in the week where the buzzer started, it didn't shut off again until I ended the flights. When the engine's turned off, no battery, no power, it's the altitude. Checking TCAS, there's one aeroplane 15 miles in front of me. In my immediate surroundings, so it should be alright. That's because of altimeter. Well, that's the thing, I can set it, well, set it between standard and knots. Well, I don't know. Press B. Well, that's it, it's set. 1030. Correct. Sorry, I'm not an idiot. The aircraft wants to buzz, we'll let the aircraft buzz. Okay, problem solved. Lap to position 1.
Flaps to 1.
Set speed 200. Glitched. I might just not use the co-pilot anymore. Sorry co-pilots, but you are not working for me right now. I'm gonna have to get rid of you. Goodbye. I know, aviators are usually normally alright, but today it seems a bit fussy. Could be a compatibility issue with the new updates. I'll speak to the developers tonight about that. Like it could be a compatibility issue perhaps. Venus, but I gave up on that Khaled because it wasn't working well. Its speed wasn't really holding. Put up to 300 knots below 250, so sorry, 300 knots below 10,000. I thought no point using it if the aircraft doesn't know what it's doing. Or manually. Following a little thing there, but I've lost it. Desk, there it is. This is the dev version, cousins. I'm going to change to experimental later. That probably will run a bit better. There's an aircraft in front of us, Norwegian. Be landing about a minute before us, so hopefully get a runway before we come into land. Keep a visual out for them. Get their established runway 01 left. Making the right hand turn now. That waypoint there is our established point, so get ready to hit that. And then aircraft into land. Wide to altitude, we're just about to intercept the glide slope, John. We're just about to intercept the glide slope. Just about to land. Just confirm our approach speeds. Just manually now. Approach speed is 123. The approach 123. Yes, I have to set up VNAV edge bet. I do it every single time. It doesn't work always. They have added it for the experimental version, Khalid. They have added it for experimentals, so dev no, experiments yes. Menu at the top, Drawyah, that's FlyLive Studio, that's FlyLive Studio. East to 190. Maps down 2. Yes, I do fly explain Captain B. I am using the Flyby mod Airbus, sorry. The localizer, oh there you go, it's connected. Localizer mode set. Cabin crew, seats for landing please. Seats for landing. Right, so we're now on the localizer. Just about the altitude as well for descents. Whoever it was earlier telling me that it wasn't working, well I'm afraid you're wrong. I'll drop down to 160. But won't go down to approach speed just yet. But we'll slow down. Everyone's in front of us, Daniel. right in front of us. What do you mean by that, Arlo? Oh, well, there is. There are passengers on board the flight, or virtual passengers, approach mode set. We have 134 passengers on board our flight today. 34.
2,500.
Right, let's do it, shall we? Flaps 3, seats 1, 2, 3. Gear down at 5 miles. Yeah, it's all about the realism, Ollie. It's all about the realism. Realism and the effects. People enjoying the watch. Not played yet, apart from you. Needs to do it. Down. Four. Then we will check. Wheels on the spoilers, brake sets to low. We have landing clearance from IVAO Unicom, therefore our pre-landing checklist is now complete. The traffic in front of us, well, so keep the visual on that. Well, hang on. They're right down the runway, so they're still on the runway, but looks like they are now leaving. Announced themselves clear. There they go, vacated. That's that we're on short final. I won't go to passenger view just yet. That's the replay. For now, just focus on landing, Drawyah. 1000, we will switch off the landing lights. Sorry, autopilot comes off.
1,000.
1000. Approach autopilot off. This approach sets to 3,500. Alright, now I'm kind of balancing it between the display diamond and the pappies on runway, which are a little bit out of line from one another. I'll kind of work with both to get a smooth landing. Means it'll be 1 white, 3 red,
500.
but as onto the aircraft, safely in this.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Versus sets. Rudder a bit. There we go. 100 knots. 80 knots. Versus cuts. Cut the brakes. Exit on the next. Yeah, that's a sharp turn, so we can't use that exit point there. On the next one. also a hard turn there as well. Fair enough. Next one, this is 145. Pretty happy with that landing. Touchdown as well. Spot on. Spot on in touchdown zone. 4 to the right. Now to clear the runway. We are clean up and taxi to the gates. Up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Lights
to Oslo. The
off.
local time is
Ice lights
7:48
set.
p.m.,
APU.
and it's currently
But
about 5 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt.
Oops, I'm not using the scenery today. It's my fault. So a couple of weeks ago I deleted a few sceneries. Because Oslo may have been part of the removals. That's my fault there. They redid a couple. Well, they redid a couple of the wings, didn't they? A couple of years ago, Oslo. But a long wing in front of us that actually exists. Actually, have I removed it? I don't know. No, I think this is the mod actually. Yeah, I'll take that back. This is the modded one. This is the fancy scenery. Norwegian put into gates. Sake of it, let's stand just next to them. Was it sunny? Because it's, well, we're in the Nordics right now. Summer. All the time. Bright all the time. Right. Gently. Wait, halt. Parking brake set. AP available. APB on. Go for the aircraft. Engines come off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oslo. Local time right now is approximately, well, coming up to midnight. Temperature outside, approximately 5 centigrade. Our time, 1 hour and 23 minutes. We thank you for flying with Finnair today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. So, that's passengers. We'll connect the jet bridge up to the aircraft now. Seconds. We'll then do the replay for our flights. Then, well, bring things to an end, I guess. Very good as well with traffic. Norwegian 787-800. Just well, 7878. Alright, sunset slightly behind. Very, very good. That's why networks like IVAO really improve the flight sim experience. Expedite deboarding. We'll get passengers off the airplane now. Cabin. Check it all out. Everyone is yes. Everyone is now leaving the airplane. End the flights. Have a look at the reports, and then the replay, I guess. So, Alpha Yankee 917, A320neo, Helsinki to Oslo, 1 hour and 12 minutes. And departure, 12:29, we departed at 12:36, a bit of a late departure, we should have a late arrival about 6 minutes. 143 passengers, nice satisfaction, I'll take that, with the extreme flight conditions on descent there. Time 134, flying little stream, knows about the airline, be at work. I'll drop the flight reports in chat, for those who are interested in looking at it in more detail. Our online record, how's that still doing? 59%, I think that's gone up slightly. It's been terrible lately, so glad to see that improve by a tiny amount, but 60% is still abysmal for an airline. It's not a good record. That's alright. There's the reports. 6 thanks from IVAO now. Thank you for the service. Let's stop the replay. Let's load that up. So A320 Oslo. Give it a second to load.
10.
Let's change that as well, apparently. Right, sunset, wasn't it? Okay. Tell us GPWS, since that always goes off on the replays. Perfect. Right. Let's have a look, shall we? So if we go to about 1000-ish. We'll do left hand side first, since the right hand side's got the terminal, so that's all the fun bits. Left hand side, sunsets. What do you define horrible, Derry? Define horrible. Microsoft Flight Sim I have no issues with visually. Firefox crashed, that's fine. Firefox. Which tool? I add. Which tool are you referring to? Quite a wing flex is a bit fluttery today. I can imagine also an update thing. Yes, I have got a new graphics card coming, Henry. It's the 3080. When? Not sure yet. Still waiting for the delivery ET on that one. It's been a long while, but I'm hopeful it's still kind of coming one day in the future. Yeah, the replay, I think, given the sim kind of froze there at the end, replay I'm not particularly, to be fair, I don't know, everything seemed a bit off today. The co-pilot wasn't really working, the replay because he's now really horribly slow. I don't know, things don't seem to be quite at their full, I will admit. Oops, so now we're at near. Yeah, tell you what, I think we can end the stream. Things aren't quite working. That I can imagine is because of the sim update. I now need to go back and update a lot of my mods. Yeah, things have been better. Things have been better. Right, so that was Microsoft Flight Sim. That was a flight from Helsinki to Oslo. That was the A320neo A320X. Finnair colours. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Back again tomorrow for another CIJ flight, so I'll set all that up in a bit. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Have a good one, and good night.